FINAL-Sophia Mann-mensah, and my student number is 160875356. This video is a case study of an individual I met on the stroke unit. Stroke is a brain attack which happens when blood supply to part of one's brain is cut off and is the second leading cause of death and third leading cause of disability worldwide. World Health Organization 2016. To maintain confidentiality, I'll refer to the individual as Gifty. Gifty is a 36-year-old female admitted to the stroke unit via the Accident and Emergency Department. She is a smoker, has a high alcohol intake, and an unhealthy eating habits. There are various global societal and political issues affecting Gifty and her family, and I'll briefly explain this using the diagram and white-haired determinants of health model, which attempts to map the relationship between an individual, their environment, and disease. Keynes Fund 2018. In the center of our model is Gifty. She is a 36-year-old white British female with history of high blood pressure. Gifty's dad died of multiple stroke 10 years ago, but her mom, Joanna, is still alive and has type 2 diabetes. According to International Stroke Genetics.org 2018, age, genetics, and family history are fixed risk factors for stroke. Next are individual lifestyle factors. Gifty does not eat a healthy, balanced diet due to poor income and not having the time to cook healthy meals. Gifty smokes at least 22 cigarette sticks a day. She also drinks 2 units of alcohol daily and binge drinks with friends and family once or twice every month. Gifty walks at least 1.8 miles each day to take her daughter to school. All of these individual and lifestyle factors play a major role in Gifty's health outcome. Social and community network. Gifty has strong social support networks, which stems from the fact that she lives her entire life in one small market town and has established healthy relationships. Additionally, Gifty socializes often with her sister Janet, who is a heavy drinker and lives not too far from her. According to Ellen et al. 2014, strong social support network can combat loneliness and lead to improved mental health. Nevertheless, they can also provide no support or have a negative effect. McLaurin et al. 2010. Drinking habits, for instance, can be contagious, and if a close connection, friend, relative, or co-worker drank heavily, then the individual is likely to drink heavily too. Rosiequest 2010. Gifty resides in a decent 2-bedroom council house with her daughter Tracy, who has autism. Gifty expresses that being a single mother to a daughter with autism can be stressful, as she has little time to rest. Evidence shows that parents of children with autism experience more stress than parents of children with other learning disabilities. River et al. 2014. Although stress is not a cause of stroke, it may affect behaviors which in turn increase the risk of stroke. American Heart Association 2015. In our case study, Gifty has chosen to smoke and drink alcohol to manage her stress. Gifty works at the pub when Tracy, her daughter, is at school, but stays at home with her during holidays as she can't afford childcare. She struggles to pay her rent sometimes and must rely on Janet for financial support. There's regular transport available to Gifty's workplace, and Gifty has easy access to healthcare for herself. In the final layer, according to government.co.uk 2017, all parts of the UK economy is growing, but the government still has a huge amount to do by continuing to create jobs and supporting businesses to grow. Office of National Statistics 2018. As a result, there's a rise in inflation. The implication of this is a decrease in household income and depression of Gifty spending. Gifty's cost of necessities such as transport, food, and electricity is increased. On the global level, non-communicable diseases such as stroke currently supersede communicable diseases as a leading cause of premature mortality. Gino et al. 2011. And have become a priority for World Health Organizations and health service delivery system. Dean et al. 2016. 70% of stroke and 87% of both stroke-related death and disability-adjusted life years occur in low and middle-income countries. Over the last 4 decades, the stroke incidence in low and middle-income countries has more than doubled, whereas stroke incidence has declined by tremendous 42 in high-income countries. Fenn et al. 2010. Nevertheless, even in high-income countries like UK, stroke healthcare inequalities remain. Hannah and Rowe 2017. According to directgov.uk 2018, these health inequalities may be considered unfair and should be reduced in order to allow everyone to have the same opportunity to lead a healthy life. The political issue I'm going to discuss relates to what role the government is playing in improving the societal factor of smoking. According to the NHS 2016, cigarette smoking is a major risk factor for stroke and its prevalence has declined in England in recent years. with an estimate of 16.9% of adults smoking in 2015 compared to 19.3% in 2012. Reducing smoking and stopping a number of young people starting smoking is one of Public Health England's priority areas. Action on Smoking and Health, ASH 2017, says that as long as sufficient funding can be found to pay for its implementation, the latest tobacco control plan for England will achieve its vision of a smoke-free generation by 2030. What this plan aims to achieve in summary is to end tobacco display in shops, use tax to maintain the high prices of tobacco products, encourage more smokers to quit by using the most effective form of support through local stop smoking services, e-cigarettes, and other stop smoking devices. British Heart Foundation 2017. McNeil et al. 2015 argues that the UK government's commitment to the plan between 2011 till 2015 has led to a decreased smoking prevalence in England among those aged 16 years of both genders compared to neighboring countries such as France. Although these facts are true, some researchers argue that fairness within the given income class has been neglected as low-income smokers face a greater financial burden because of higher cigarette excise taxes than higher income smokers. Chart B 2011. This has therefore been suggested that it has therefore been suggested that more of the revenue from cigarette excise taxes should be used for target programs to help low-income smokers to quit, as this may help alleviate the aggressively of cigarette excise taxes. The nurse played an important role in supporting Gifty and her family by applying the nursing process, which, according to Afero Lefal 2012, is essential in ensuring that the quality of patient care is implemented. Gifty was fully assessed as soon as she arrived on the stroke ward. An immediate CT scan was done on her and she was tested with the fast, swallow, and standard neurological assessment. This was done within 24 hours as recommended by the NICE Guideline 2017. Additionally, the nurse conducted a patient interview to gather assessment data. According to Bennett 2017, the key priority for nurses at the early stage was to build a relationship, establishing the basis for the work ahead. A discharge plan was also started for Gifty as recommended by the NMC 2010. The next diagnosis was made of a decreased sensation and pain on the left side of Gifty's body, and with the help of the medical team, goals of therapy were set, which related to pain management, feeding, sitting, balancing, and mobility. Weekly multidisciplinary meetings were held to discuss Gifty's progress. According to Titan et al. 2014, these meetings are essential aspects of stroke recovery. Next, a plan of action was developed for Gifty and her family as stipulated by the NMC 2015. This plan involved improving Gifty's mobility, eliminating pain on the left side of her body, improved self-care, and restoring family functioning. The Royal Magazine 2012 encourages including patients and their families, in planning patient care as this promotes the patient's well-being and self-care abilities. These plans were implemented with Gifty being monitored regularly for signs of change or improvement. The nurse continued in her role for directly caring for Gifty and performing necessary medical tasks, educating and instructing Gifty and her family on Gifty's further health management and referring where necessary. After 4 months, the nurse completing an evaluation determined that the goal set for Gifty had been met, and Gifty had regained strength in the left side of her body and she had no more pain. When Gifty was ready to leave the hospital, Gifty and her family were informed of what to expect when they returned home. Gifty's medications were explained to her and she was given an emergency contact number. According to Levine et al. 2010, involving the family and informal caregivers in the discharge process helps to avoid complications that may result in rehospitalization. At the evaluation stage, the net considered Gifty's main risk factors and referred her for stress management training, where she'll be educated on how to recognize and respond to stress. She was also referred to the alcohol and smoke cessation services, where she will receive support and make positive changes to her lifestyle. Referrals are necessary for the implementation of care as patients receive updated information. Weber and Kelly 2013. Finally, as recommended by the Royal Magazine 2015, the nurse made a follow-up call to Gifty after discharge to ensure all is well. In conclusion, stroke is a global political and social problem, and although its mortality trends in the UK has fallen consistently in the last 30 years among the under 65s, NHS 2018, more can be done to avoid or minimize the risk of stroke. Individuals have the responsibility to maintain healthy eating habits, regular physical exercise, and avoid harmful use of alcohol and smoking. Drug treatments and drug treatments of diabetes hypertension and high blood pressure may be necessary to reduce cardiovascular risk and prevent strokes. Finally, health policy that creates conducive environment for making healthy choices affordable and available are essential to motivate people to adopt and sustain healthy behaviors. World Health Organization 2018. Thanks for watching this video.